Hi, my name is Clayton Bora, and I've been doing CrossFit for about 10 years now. Recently, I've decided to do an ultramarathon this summer. My goal is to discover how well CrossFit has prepared me for this more specialized event with just slight modifications to my regular training. Before starting this journey, I hadn't run longer than 6 miles at any one time. I've got a long ways to go and really a short time to get there. Let's do this.
All right, long run today, at least long run for me. And run is relative. Long trip today. We're going 27 miles. About half of that is uphill. Big steep climb to the top of Lucky Peak, and then down the other side. So family just dropped me off here in the morning. We got here before the sun was up enough to actually see the trail, but once I got warmed up, it's light enough I can go. Anyway, they're gonna meet me about halfway. We just kind of scoped it out yesterday, and they got some water to replenish my water bottles and some food at that time. So, all right, I've never been on this trail before. This is all gonna be new to me, but let's have some fun. All right, so thing starts right off the bat with more or less like a 10-mile climb. I actually don't remember the total elevation gain between where I start and the top of Lucky Peak, but the elevation profile does not show much of any flat. So keeping to my plan, keeping heart rate reasonable, and not blowing my legs up, we're walking the hills. So we'll see how much running I get done on the front half of this. The back half, much more opportunity to run, but first 12 miles or so is going to be mostly uphill. This is runnable. That's good. About time. Grassy and that's cool. All that lush green, tree-covered, runnable section was very short-lived. And now I'm back to hiking. Been hiking for a little bit, but straight back behind me is where I'm gonna end up going. But there's a little spur here that goes all the way up to the very top, to the summit of Lucky Peak. So as I'm this close, I'm gonna hike to the top, take a picture, and then turn around and come back down. So this is up here at the top of Lucky Peak. I don't know what it was used for. Maybe horses, maybe not horses. That trail there goes back down, and I'm not doing that one today. This is an interesting little area up here. All right, well, I went up to the summit, and then it's just been pretty decent downhill since then. So, got about, I don't know, 2 or 3 miles till I meet up with my wife, replenish some water, and keep going. But about, what do we got here? Almost 7.5 miles in, and feeling okay. Feeling okay. It's a nice little section through here. I guess that this trail doesn't get used very often. Yikes. Actually lost it for a little while. Ran up a trail, it looked good, and it disappeared. So I went back and tried a different direction on another trail, and it was taking me farther away from where I needed to go. So I ended up having to tromps through up the hill to reconnect to the trail on my GPS, and now I'm back on that trail. But this is not really traveled much, so it's can't really even see the trail or see your footing. Well, got to the rendezvous point, and my family wasn't there yet. I'm guessing that the kids took forever to eat breakfast, and that's fine. Anyway, so the road that they're going to be traveling up is part of the run today, so I'm just going to run down the road and we'll meet up somewhere down here. But I'm at 10 miles. Nothing feels completely broken. I've been able to eat consistently and drink consistently because I didn't have to ration anything, and so I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, that's really only a third of the way. A little over a third of the way, so I've got a lot more to do, but it's all right. It's all right, feeling pretty good. All right, met up with the family, replenished some water, got some electrolyte, and had an apple, washed the salt off my face, and yeah. Back at it. So I got about 17 miles left to go. And I'm on this little single track for right now. And it's a little bit of a climb. Not too bad, but still going up is going up. Anyway. All right. Well, my legs went from feeling okay at mile 10 to my left leg being very unhappy. And here I'm at mile 14. So I still have about 13 more miles to go, so I'm just over halfway. And I can't run for long. But the only way back is to keep moving forward. So that's what I'll do. Try to make the best time that I can and enjoy the scenery. But running's slowed down a bit. my left leg is completely blown up. It is, so my shin is aching. I think it's just really tight, which is, I think, part of why my knee ends up hurting, but that's not the point. But now I'm also getting intermittent calf cramps and hamstring cramps on that left side. So it's going to be a slow death march for the next 10 miles to get done, because there's no shortcut out of here. I just got to finish it. So anyway, maybe I'll walk for a few miles and things will feel better and I'll be able to get going again. Stranger things have happened, but right now it hurts and I am moving slow. All right, well, still walking, if you can call it that. You might call it limping. I haven't run in several miles. Don't think I'm going to get to again today. It's on a scale of 1 to 10. I think it's not a 10 pain. It gets up there when I try to run, but it's just the downhill is like, it just feels weak. I'm just going to collapse, and then I'm going to try to move quickly so everything cramps up, and just can't do that. Like if ever, yeah, no, I just want to trip and fall. Anyway, so I'm more or less just limping, walking the flats and the uphills and limping the downs here. If I could just get this leg thing figured out. Like, it seems to be a reoccurring problem in these runs. And you might think, well, if it causes you that much pain, why do you keep doing it? Well, 2 reasons. One, I mean, I signed up for a race and I paid the money, and so I'm going to do it. And I want to be best prepared for it as I can. But the other part is that, like, when I can actually run, I love being out here. This is fun. I've been out here for hours, and I would love to be running right now. It's very fun. Really like it. But if I can't actually run, then yeah, kind of what's the point? So I think after this race is over in a couple of weeks, we'll maybe rethink some things, and so I think I only have like a mile or 2 left, which is good because it's 90 degrees out here and completely exposed, and I'm moving slowly, so I've exhausted my water and electrolyte. I even had a little backup water reserve. It's gone, so just in case. Anyway, so looking forward to getting back to the car. There's a nice little neighborhood up here. It's just super awesome. You can walk past their backyards and see all their swimming pools and their shady patios, and I'm jealous. I just want to be sitting on their patio sipping some lemonade, hanging my legs in the pool, you know, as a person does. Anyway, almost done, I think, and we'll be able to say that I did it. Oh, guys, that was maybe one of the harder things I've ever done in a single day in my entire life.